Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thorman and welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play series. In the last episode, I spent way too much time trying to figure out how to build a functional mob farm, and I built one. It worked pretty well. Okay. It's probably the okayest mob farm I've ever built. I did end up getting a full, I guess, shulker box, but now it's in a barrel. I filled up a shulker box with gunpowder and got a little bit extra. I did a lot of AFKing over the week, so I just want to make sure that I had enough for fireworks and for TNT because I'm planning on not doing all of the clearing of this mountain by hand. My vision is to have a nice big wide open space and then fill it in with anything that I'm really want, like maybe a village, definitely a nicer storage system than the mayhem we have going on right here. But I have a lot of big visions for that, but it's such a huge project that I think I'm going to have to divvy it up over the next couple episodes at least. But now that I have gunpowder, I have a fair bit of sand as well. So I think that I'm going to be well on my way to being able to clear out this area. But what I really want is to be able to get a fully charged up beacon. Now, right now, I am using a fair portion of the iron and gold that I have to keep this beacon alive and flowing and give me a haste effect. But what I really want is haste 2 so I can get some instant mining going with efficiency 5. I have an efficiency 5 pickaxe around here somewhere. But right now, like, it's fast, but it's not great. I need something quicker if I'm planning on digging out a big area in this mountain. So, in order to do that, I'm going to need a lot of either iron, gold, or diamonds. Diamonds I'm gonna have to mine. Blah. Iron and gold I can create a farm for. Gold, I've never made a gold farm. I don't really know how to do that, to be honest. But I think I've made an iron farm in the past. I don't know if I made one in vanilla Minecraft. I've definitely followed tutorials, but this time I wanted to do it just by finding out how iron golems spawn, what's required, and go from there. So I came up with about 5 different plans. I had a bunch of different build ideas. I thought of all these different things that I wanted to do, but then after so much trial and error and trying to build some, like, basically an iron farm's big and I would have to build a structure around it, and I just didn't know how to make a good looking structure, like a house or a warehouse or a factory. And I'm not a great builder right now, and I do need to build more to get better at it, but I just didn't know what to do. So I was freaking out, and then I realized that I really liked the idea of having mobs falling in this farm over here. But I think that if I have like an iron farm right there, eventually when this is all cleared out, it's going to look like it's raining iron golems. And I think that I may try to make it like a bit of a waterfall, maybe like add a waterfall to the outside of the mountain, have the iron golems flow down the waterfall so that my mountain ends up pooping out iron. I don't know. I think that sounds interesting. So like maybe like have a waterfall coming down there or somewhere. Maybe have it flow down, have it trap the iron golems a little bit, and then drop them down into the cave so that it looks like it's raining iron. I think that might be fun. I knew that I wanted to make an iron farm, so I got 2 villagers originally, 2 zombie villagers, and I healed them. And then I came in and I gave them some food and gave them some places to stay, and they have multiplied. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 villagers. And I was originally trading with them, but I felt bad doing it off camera because one of these guys. So I knew that I wanted librarians and cartographers because I want really good enchanted books, and I want the maps that you guys keep telling me about. So one of these, oh yeah, there's the trial map in here, which I'm very excited about. I've seen the trial chambers, oh, and an ocean explorer map, which I think gives me an ocean monument. But I've seen the trial chambers online, and they look really cool, and like I could get a lot of really good stuff out of them. So I'm excited for that. But oh my gosh, I got an infinity book. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm never gonna have to worry about arrows again. That is terrific. I'm so amped about that. But basically, I think I'm going to take some of these villagers. Maybe I'll trade with them a little bit to see if they have anything worthwhile. Like this guy, I don't really care about thorns. So I can sacrifice him to the iron farm up above and then let them continue to breed up there and multiply. But that's just my starting place for now. Anywho, I think that's enough yapping for now. I'm going to get myself organized and I'm going to get up top and see if I can't start clearing out a nice area or expanding the area that's already cleared out for my new iron farm. That was not what I wanted to happen at all. So just to recap what I'm doing right now, I thought that I wanted to use the same spot for that I was clearing out for my mob farm to maybe use for my iron farm, but I want to make this waterfall thing happen, and I want it to be nice and right on the front so that I can see it, and I want it to be a nice sized waterfall. So I'm trying to, or I was trying to find a good spot to place the waterfall, and I think I have, but I am still getting used to how to use this Elytra. So we've taken a little bit of a tumble, but we will recover. Alrighty, so I have made this waterfall, and I think we're going to have the iron golems come out from there, go down this waterfall. Hopefully they stay in the waterfall. I think that maybe I can put magma blocks, whatever those are called, down at the bottom to make them fall down faster, perhaps. But make sure that it's nice and big enough for them to get down here. I'll have some signs that stop the water flow and force them into free fall throughout my cave base. But I think this is good enough for now, and we'll get started on clearing out a big area inside the mountain. Alrighty, so part of my big plan for clearing out a big area for my cave base is to use some TNT. So I'm doing just a quick test run to see how this works. I made a little bit, and I just want to see how much it explodes, what kind of area I can get with it. I don't know if I'm going too close together here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That actually worked a lot better than I expected it to. I'll have to fill in some of the area down here, but honestly, that's a massive area. Alrighty, that was a whole lot of mining, and we've got basically the entire area mined out. I am going to start building the platform on which the villagers are going to sit. Basically, the way that I believe iron golem spawning works is that a villager, in my case, I think will be gossiping with other villagers, and there needs to be 5 other villagers, or 5 villagers total, maybe. I put 6 in just in case. So 6 villagers, and the furthest away that a iron golem can spawn, it is a 17 by 17 by 13 area. So wherever the villager stands, 6 blocks above, 6 blocks below, and 8 blocks in any direction off to the side. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, if the villager is standing here, then the iron golem can spawn over there. So I will mark this here, and then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So if the villager is standing here, then it will spawn. And then, yeah, let's build a little platform up. So the platform needs to be 3 blocks above so that the iron golems can get underneath, but I want it to be too high so that the iron golems can't spawn in the villager chamber. My idea is that I'd put a bed here, 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 perfect. And that will be 6 beds for 6 villagers. And I am, you may be wondering, why is everything so ugly right now? Why are you using cobblestone, all this stuff? Because I'm wondering the same thing. The reason is that I am going to just do a small, basically test run for this design, make sure that it works as I'm expecting, and then I will come back in and beautify everything, I promise. But I need to cover that area in and then figure out how I'm going to get the villagers up here. Alrighty, I've got this area all set up so far. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, I'm going to get some beds, and then I'm going to come back up with some villagers. Somehow. Alrighty, I am about set up here with some beds, and I have a wonderful little track down to the villager area. I'm going to get the villagers to slowly but surely climb up a water ladder here. Now, I did do some looking into how to move villagers up, and I think I may use what I believe is a soul sand bubble column, something like that. I think the soul sand makes you go up faster, so I'm gonna grab some signs to block off some of the water. And we'll see how well this works for me, and if it works well for me, then I might use this. Let's see, is anybody in here? We're gonna block off your way real quick. Sorry, sir. Alrighty, this isn't working, and after a little bit more research, I think I need to put kelp in there in order to turn the water into source blocks. So I'm gonna go grab some kelp. Alrighty, we got a stack of kelp going for us, and I think if I place this down, this should turn the water into source blocks, I'm hoping. Bam! Beautiful stick of the landing. Let us see what we can do about this. Alright, I've got kelp all the way to the tippy top. There we go. We got a wonderful, wow, a very fast bubble column. Oh my goodness, that's terrific. I'm gonna have to make sure that I stop the villagers from getting too fast up here, and I need to make sure that I have some minecarts ready to roll. Alrighty, I've got a minecart ready to roll. Let's see if I can't find a villager that I don't care too much about and try to push him up here. Let's see. You wanna head up? You wanna hang out? We cool? Come on, please. There we go, there we go. Come on, big money. Yes! No! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. I did not plan this very well. So we lost one village already. Alright, slowly but no. Oh no! Oh, I need more powered rails. Alright, alright. Come on, big money. Please let this be enough. Alrighty. Push round 2. Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! It's working! Very nice. And you are going to be locked in somewhere. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not letting you out of here. I'm actually going to keep you in this minecart for now. Till I get someone else to come up as well. Alright, we've got brown coat villager. Perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Now you get over there. Ride the train. What? No! There we go. That scared me. And I think that slowly but surely, they should be able to multiply in there. Alright, I'm going to close this off. But they can't get out. Alright. Now you two make yourselves right at home and hang out. Have a good time. I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, we are back, and I have a little bit of a surprise. We got our first iron golem to spawn. This is beautiful. So, I believe where we last left off, I had 2 villagers in here, and they have been very busy making some children. There is one other villager that I pushed into this holding chamber. I'm going to close this off as it seems like we have enough villagers for now, and I think that I left enough food in there that they might multiply even further. So I'm going to just chillax with this setup here, maybe fill this in just to avoid anything spawning up there. And then I think I'm going to get a water stream set up to push all the iron golems down the way into this waterfall. And then I will see what to do from there. I think I might have them drop down, like maybe place some signs to stop the water from flowing and have them drop down into a drop down into a lava pit. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to come back up here once the actual functionality is complete and do some redesign, make things look prettier. And then I think that's gonna be it. but that is a long ways to go. So I will try to accomplish step number 1 without dying and get everything actually functional and working. And then once that is complete, we'll go to beautification. So I will start making the waterways. Now, I know I said that I was going to do the waterways first and the beautification second, but I do think that it's going to be easier to do the floors in here before I do any water work, because water is going to be annoying. So I'm going to clear out the floor in here, maybe do a nice border perimeter, and fill it in with wood. Alrighty, so I hinted at earlier that a big thing that I was avoiding with today was going for a major build. I'm decent, self-proclaimed decent at interiors, but exteriors for me are pretty tough. I think that my plan in here is, well, I just need to take baby steps, I think, to improve my building skills, and in doing so I think I'm going to just try to experiment with things that I wouldn't normally do, see what looks good, keep what does, and throw away what doesn't. So in this case we need the floor to be smooth, so I'm probably going to have something like solid wood planks in the majority of the floor, maybe a slight pattern, and then I think I'm going to try to put some redstone lanterns dispersed around the floor so that we get some good natural light going, or natural feeling light, I suppose. Alrighty, I've got my building shulker boxes out. I'm going to get the stone cutter out as well. I think we're going to do some border here. The theme that I've been going with for this base has used a lot of deep slate, so I'm going to start with that. And I believe mobs spawn at light level 7. I don't think I really care about that too much, but I would like to get in the habit of knowing how far apart to place my light sources. So we get a nice border going here with the tile, but I don't want to do the whole floor as tile. We're going to do some planks. See how this looks. Alright, so we have our light sources and our border here, but I would like to do something maybe a little bit more special here. I don't know if I should just do like a different style of wood as a interior border, or if I should use a different style of stone. Alrighty, we have a couple of options here that I just thought of. We got stairs, perhaps? That looks pretty cool, honestly. I may consider doing that around for the whole border. That looks pretty sick. And I think the iron golems are too big to get stuck in these. Honestly, that looks pretty good, I think. And I'm losing the focus here, which is that this is all going to be covered up anyways by water, and we're never going to come in here early, so we're not really going to see it. But this is more of a practice run for me to try to figure out how I want to style things. But I think the thing that I haven't been good at is adding texture and finding the right blocks to use. I mean, really, that's the whole basis of building. But, you know, like, I don't think I've had enough experience to know what looks really good. I'm hoping that with a bunch of trial and error, eventually I will stumble upon what it takes to be a good Minecraft builder. Alrighty, I have shut off the falls, and I think I'm going to plan ahead here real quick. I want to also beautify these waterfalls, and I think in order to do that, I'm going to use some copper, and right now it is a nice copper color, but I think that I'm going to let it patina and it's going to look nice and natural and green with the surrounding area. And hopefully I can make a nice little pattern down the way that will make it look pretty. And I think it'll serve double purpose of trying to be beautiful, but also trying to keep those iron golems in place. Alrighty, we've got the beginnings of a pit made here. Then I'm going to grab some copper put it into the stone cutter and see what kind of beautiful blocks I can use to make a nice little pattern for our waterfall. Alrighty. So we've got these chiseled copper, we've got the cut copper stairs. I think I'm going to rely on mostly the cut copper stairs. Whoa. And make so much copper stuff with just a little bit of copper blocks. That's crazy. Oh, wow. It's everything. Is it even more on the copper grates? No, everything's 4, it looks like. And 8 copper slabs. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to try this for now and see what we think. Maybe do an alternating pattern on the back side here. All right, I think I've found the move. Busy, but not too busy, and it still looks kind of like a pattern. I think I like it. I'm going to continue this up the way and then try to do something similar on the way down. I will keep these guys inside. Now, I also briefly went out and gathered up a whole bunch of bamboo to try to get some scaffolding. I think that's going to come in very handy as I'm trying to build this waterfall here. Alrighty, so took a little tumble, but that's okay. I think I'm about done building up this waterfall, at least the back of it. I'm gonna take a nice big old look at it once I gather up all the stuff that I just dropped. And what do you have for me? Bucket of pufferfish, pink tulip vines, fern, brain coral block, and spruce sapling. Not revolutionary, I don't think. Alrighty, I'm going to waterlog that block, and then we can take a nice big old look how this appears from afar. Honestly, you can't really tell the pattern too well, but it's not too terrible. I mean, maybe you'll notice more when it's green, but you can't really see the stairs. That's okay. I think what'll matter is building up that same-ish kind of pattern up on the sides. Alright, I am a smidge nervous because I don't know why there are no more iron golems spawning. Looks like everybody's a happy camper in here. But it seems like ever since I added this floor in here, none of them have spawned. I'm going to have to check and see what kind of blocks iron golems can spawn on. Maybe I just need more villagers to spawn iron golems more quickly. I'm thinking maybe somehow this iron golem is still too close, so I'm going to try to ward him off with some lava. Well, I'm gonna ward him off permanently with some lava. Alright, we'll see what happens then, and I'm just going to wait for this copper to patina. Alrighty, I think that is everything, and that is a pretty good looking waterfall. And I think it'll look more natural when it's not a copper color and it's patinaed. Get rid of this last remaining cobblestone. Now I'm going to do some quick little research to see what is going on up here. Alrighty, so I tried taking out the 2 high water block columns and it doesn't seem to be having an effect yet. So I'm getting a bit impatient and I think I might just replace all the stairs in here with solid blocks and see if that has any impact. I'll also try feeding the villagers some more carrots and see if they multiply a bit more and if that speeds up the process. I didn't see anything about that in the documentation, but it's worth a shot. Alrighty, I think I'm going to go ahead and just take out all these stairs, replace them with some deep slate tiles, and then see if my wonderful iron golems decide to spawn again. Yes! No way! Oh, let's watch it happen. I really hope this works. No way. Okay, so he fell down. Oh no! So iron golems have been spawning, but they're coming out right here. Well, at least one fell down. Okay. Not a terrible success rate so far. We'll be killing these guys off. That's the problem with having this setup right here. Now what I could do is I could just make that 3 blocks wide. All right. The bad news is that there's so many iron golems piling up. The good news is that our iron farm is actually working much better than I anticipated. Okay, so we have finished building the way all the way down into this death pit for the iron golems. I expanded it to a 3x3 area to make sure that they would actually fit down instead of getting stuck on the outside. And I added some hoppers here to pick up the iron, and we're already doing pretty good as far as iron proceeds going. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a combination of AFKing for iron and building out the rest of the iron farm, trying to beautify it a little bit, because right now it looks pretty ugly, and I'm going to see if I can make it at least a little bit better. And I'll be honest, this was pretty hard for me. Now, I promised to each and every one of you that I really honestly thought that I was going to be stepping out of my comfort zone with this build. And I think early on, before I built the iron farm, that was my intention. But it took so long to build this. Like, I didn't realize how long it would take to just build the basic structure, dig out the area, get the villagers up here. It took several hours. So then by the time I was finished with getting all the logistics done, I just needed this farm to be done. So my creative energy for building the walls and the ceiling in this place, just, it wasn't there. And I apologize for that. I will be better in the future, especially for builds that we're actually going to look at, because I don't think we're going to spend too much time inside the iron farm. And honestly, like, it looks fine. It looks good enough. And I think that in the future, if there's a build that we're going to spend a lot of time looking at, we'll do a really good job of trying to beautify it, make it look really good, mature, and pretty. But I think for now, this gets the job done. And the most important part about this farm is that it works. And as we can see by the iron golems going down, that is definitely the case. But also, I think I really like how this waterfall turned out. Like, look at that. Like, the green, I think, is a really nice color. I don't know. I I think it looks good. I'll let you guys tell me in the comments if you think there's anything I can do to improve it, or especially what I can do to improve the interior. But I think that I need to close this episode off because it has already gone on much longer than I really expected. I thought it was going to be a quick one, just build an iron farm, but there was a lot of mayhem that I ended up having to deal with, and I didn't realize how much work would go into building just a simple iron farm like that. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate if you stuck around to the end of this video. I think in the next episode, I'm going to be a little bit less goal oriented. In the past couple episodes, I've been trying so hard to achieve these farms, to get infinite iron, infinite gunpowder. But I'm kind of in a steady state right now. Like, I have good food. I have more than enough. I have a good way to get around, and I have good tools. Like, why not explore a little bit? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys what I've been up to behind the scenes a little bit. I'm going to explore a little bit, and I think we're going to have a good time. So I hope you stick around and join me on my next adventure. But for now, I'm going to end it here. So I just wanted to say, once again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like. And if you really, really like this video, please make sure to subscribe. As always, once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.